took a
All
bone out.
the green is there.
Is that what they do over there then?
The green is
Same exact
dripping,
thing.
there's.
You take a bone out?
Yeah.
It's
a
a
CMC
little there, maybe. So that's a
joint
short drive.
arthritis.
They're about the same.
Yeah.
actually.
So they put rocks
We're gonna
in
have
it?
mine. 64.
Yes, like a piece of plastic, and then he said he was gonna do a tendon around, like as a sling.
We take
So I take the
69
bone out
out of
and
the
replace
grip,
it with
but takes
something.
and takes them out.
Gary's had that
I guess like a knee replacement or,
It's,
you know.
it's
hip
still.
replacement.
That's because of all
Depends on
the-
exactly where you go.
Yeah. It's osteo from years of office
They
work.
take it down there, put it on a bar, and send it down river.
It makes no sense.
Is it painful?
We have a Mark as a bone man, and he uses his hands up. That's what we can't do. Why did mine wear out?
Sit there and sit there.
Yeah.
In one of the places,
Yeah.
this is a disaster. If you can make it out
Is
there
it
in less than an
painful?
hour, you consider yourself blessed. But you can't
Did
make
you
it.
have the same kind of surgery that Matt
Yeah.
had?
Sometimes,
Yeah.
couple loads a day.
Did you have it?
I've had 5 on between 2 hands.
Surgery
Yeah.
really is-
CMC thumb joint?
You know, got two little dogs, and then started-
Fusion's on my
2.5
left,
hours later, it's
Yeah.
dead.
but this one they couldn't fuse them, so they had to.
So, just-
go
Yeah,
on
because
the
now I've
video.
got limited movement.
Yeah, me too, I can't flatten my hand out.
Because the amount of time we wait down there.
So I know what you're going through.
You didn't have to put on the.
No, I just had to go to work every day
Hey, still gotta go.
and listen to his boss and, well, it's you today.
I'm definitely, what's that word, ambidextrous?
Yeah.
Learn to brush your teeth with your left hand.
Yeah.
Feels weird.
Yeah.
Awkward.
Mine was wiping, getting used to
Yeah, and
wiping.
And then when you go back, since you used to use it,
And go there, Stop it.
back here, I just have it, I could sign my name.
Time to get the old sprayer for the
Then
car.
when you went back to being right-handed, I did,
That's weird, wasn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, I had to sign a couple checks since the surgery. It looked like it was signed by a kindergarten.
Looked like it was definitely forgery, right?
Yeah.
They get everything on your road done, or they just, yeah, it's all holes, whatever,
So far.
so they could come back in the spring.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
No telling. We got some wires hanging away.
You know, Mallory, I can't believe Reedy charged $237 for one email and sent me a blank form for that RDC spinning.
Almost as bad as attorney fees, isn't
Do what?
The camera is running. It's ready
I don't
for
care.
you.
I don't care. I wouldn't say nothing. I wouldn't say nothing in private. I wouldn't say it in front of them.
That's interesting, though. I'm glad you shared that.
I'm in the wrong business. You know, you're retired. I should be financially advising somebody.
it? Tell me why.
All right. Mr. Diggs, how are you, sir? All right. Well, hey, it's about time to open this meeting. Everybody, welcome to the December meeting of Marshall Town Council. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Welcome everyone again. Everybody have a chance to read the minutes from last month?
I make a motion to approve the minutes from the last meeting.
Wait a second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed say nay. Motion carries. Did you read the financials yet? Have a chance?
Did that too.
All right. Have a motion to accept them?
I'll make a motion to accept the financial report.
I'll second it.
All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All those opposed say nay. Motion carries. Clerk Treasurer's report.
Got the bills.
I was gonna say, I thought you missed something.
We're just gonna pass along, we're gonna sign it, right?
No, you have
I mean, they've all been paid, right?
No, you have to approve, that's the most important thing.
Bills since last meeting,
There ain't gonna be no static.
everybody look at them?
I just can't.
I'll make a motion to
It's gonna be a
approve.
free turkey night.
I'll second.
I'm still
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say nay. Motion carries.
You what?
Clerk treasurer's report.
I completed our town insurance audit. We had two of them, one for our town insurance and one for our health insurance. The health insurance gave us a hard time for a while, but they finally just now approved it this morning, and that runs February to February. Our town insurance runs October to October. I attended the live webinar for Impact. They went over the new changes and requirements for the Human Resources Department. So Kristen Deutsch is our new focus HR on that. AIM hosted a AMP sewer report training with Commonwealth Engineers. That's the one I sent you guys. It's AMP stands for Asset Management Planning. So that is the new report that the sewer utility will have to start turning in. That's the one where they talked about the importance of live documents, the digital mapping of our system, and then all the requirements that put on the report is the preventative maintenance, the check valves, the rate studies, failure ratings, whatever that is, we'll need to learn, probably like PACER ratings for roads and stuff. So that will start next year. We have not received our check from Son Auction House, but they have sent it. That's not their fault. She called me, she was super nice. She even offered to cancel that check and mail another one. But I told her, let's just get it to the end of this week.
When'd they send it?
And if we don't see it, right after Thanksgiving.
Really?
Yeah, that's how bad the mail is. So, speaking of the mail, there was a city of, was it Sullivan? I saw on social media last night, their utility bills did not get delivered. So we're not the only ones.
Well, they probably go to Louisville like ours, and
That's
then turn around and send them back,
Yeah.
so.
Did they send it to Darmstadt or Evansville address? I'm curious.
What?
So,
Oh, they sent it to the PO box.
okay.
So, yeah. Yeah, we sure definitely got it by now. This month and next month is definitely my busiest months of the year. This is all the year-end reports. We have our annual report is due March 1st. Our 100R report is due January 31st, plus our W-2s and W-3 that I'll be following with the IRS. Today there was 2 live meetings with Keystone. We had one at 9 o'clock this morning and another one at 1 o'clock today for our year-end procedures and all the changes they're going to be doing to our software. I'll have to do all the year-end on my end, but I think there's also one on Aaron's computer. We'll have to roll his over too for the year. Next month I'll start on the W-2s and get those out to everyone by January 31st. Our last payroll for this year actually ended 12/12 with the pay date of 12/19. So they're actually on the new payroll, even though we don't know what it is yet for 2026. Year to date, the town revenue has been 488,000 and the expenditures were 322,000. That doesn't count the bond. That's not part of the town money. We are about 166 ahead, which helps give us enough to cover our 25% match we're going to need for that road grant. Year to date, the sewer revenue was 688,000 and we spent 797,000. Over $400,000 of that went to Evansville Sewer for the monthly sewer charges. We have our $74,000 bond payment is due before the end of December 31st. And we have to wait until the county sends us the property tax money because the bond doesn't have enough. December 3rd was the town manager's workshop. And then the local municipalities like Boonville, Newburgh, and I know Linville are having quarterly MS4 meetings that we might want to be a part of. Even if we get waived, it would be nice to learn more.
Should we follow up with them on that MS4 waiver? I mean, it's been 3 months, 4 months.
It's been a long time,
Yeah.
so I don't want to miss out, or I don't know if you get penalized if we're supposed to be doing it and we don't know that.
Well, I mean, that's what filed it for us, and she said, don't, if they don't get a hold of you, don't call them.
Okay, well, let's just not worry about it.
So, I mean, we paid them like, what, $3,000 to file that and do the
Yeah.
work for us. She said, there's no way that we should be part of that, so I don't want to remind them and call them, but I don't want to be penalized
And they
either.
just knock you down.
Last month was that FEMA meeting that we were required to attend to stay in compliance with them. That was on November 18th. No one attended. So Crystal said she knows Cliff Weaver and that she will be able to get with him to see what we need to do to stay in compliance. Is that still okay with you, Crystal?
Yes.
To do that, okay. We've used FEMA before. It sounds like it's only for earthquakes and tornadoes, but we just used it for that ice storm not too many years ago. Whenever they say we're in a disaster area. And we also need them for the federal flood insurance program for our residents. Ames training on the next SEA 1 and how we are supposed to plan long-term for that. So let me know if anybody wants to attend that. And that's all I have.
Thanks, Mallory. Fire department report?
Okay, last month we had 13 calls in Barbershop limits. We had a motor vehicle accident with injury, 6 EMS transports to the hospital, 2 community paramedic visits, 2 false alarm calls, 1 standby event for 4-H, and then 1 brush fire that ended up being just an agricultural burn. Average response time of 4 minutes and 52 seconds.
Ooh, all right.
Nothing else going on.
All right, that's good.
I
Oh,
know.
thank you. Sheriff's Department.
Yep, we had 2 animal complaints, 2 bunco fraud, forgery reports, 3 business checks, 1 hazard, 1 hit and run property damage accident, 2 property damage accidents, 2 neighborhood checks, 4 paper services, 1 person down, a standby, that was 4-H, I think, fire, 3 suspicious circumstances, 47 extra patrols, 3 traffic stops, 1 neglect report, and 1 non-reportable crash. That's it.
All that in this little town, huh?
Oh, yeah.
What is a one person down?
It could be somebody passed out at the wheel, somebody sleeping out by the 4-H, and they see somebody drives by and they go, oh, somebody's down.
Okay.
So, but I
Uh-huh.
don't know exactly what all that printout says is person down, the date and time.
Thank
Mercy. All right, thank you. Maintenance Department, Mr. Aaron.
We had 63 locates, 18 service calls since the last meeting. We've had 2 sewer main breaks. They are both fixed, one on Martin and Boonville Harmony. And then the latest one was up here at Darmstadt. They set a pole on a line and they dug the hole, okay, but then they set the pole on the line. So.
They ripped the line out.
So that's been taken care of. Work at the old state house is moving along well. The ramp is almost done. Electrical is done. Radiators are being new vanity. Should be ready by the first year. And with Miller and Center Point Flow, so they don't hit our lines as they bore in the new gas lines and put in the new poles. Hopefully next week, they'll be done with the Wortman Road. So hopefully that'll get opened back up.
Okay.
And
Working with GIS also to relocate a lot of lines.
yeah, anything I can get a visual on, I ping, and that way I can add it to the map, and if something's off, I can adjust it.
Gotcha. And, along the lines, I understand that there's a new bill that says that our Darmstadt maintenance is gonna be responsible for all the culverts next year, where before it was all Evansville. Is there something that they get from property taxes that they spend on those culverts? That should
Not
be,
that I'm aware of, I'm not, but I don't know, that's an interesting bill. I'm happy to take a look at that though.
yeah, because now we're responsible for that, and I mean, we don't have, we haven't allowed anything for that.
County Garage uses a grade all to do all the county stuff, and they've probably done it in Darmstadt at one point, but if there's a new bill and
Yeah, that new bill is the one that says that he's gotta take
county
care of their
garage
own.
workers aren't not to knock anybody, but they're not out there doing as much work as they can.
Right.
Now, on culverts, is that the kind that go under the road or run
Under the road.
alongside it,
Under the roads.
which is considered bridges? I thought. maybe
Well, also
bridges
under,
were-
under driveways, so like those
Well,
are,
we take care of those anyway. Well, no, the individuals do.
Yeah.
yeah,
They do
Yeah, the
their own
ones under the
culvert.
those are
roads.
considered culvert.
Right, yes, they
And
are.
now they're changing it.
Yeah, they're changing it. The ones that come under the road now are our responsibility.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah,
never,
before it was always the county, that's what Eric was
Yes,
saying. That's
right.
right. but
So
now-
that's a legitimate question.
so I don't know where those funds, are there funds that they've been getting in the past that they use to work on those culverts or replace them?
There is funds they get, but off the top of my head, I can't remember what it's called.
Life's gonna go on.
But they do get Darmstadt funds because they was.
The
taking
state is
care of
not afraid to create mandates that don't have funding behind it, that doesn't have funding.
Great,
So that is
good news.
common. So don't be surprised if it's just a new mandate without funding.
I went to a meeting last spring and they said there was 200 bridges in the county and they had the money to fix like 3 of them. So don't count on getting a lot of money. And I don't know, which I think Eric has a good question. I don't know. To me, a culvert is not a bridge, but I
No.
think a big culvert might maybe be considered a bridge. I
They're all
don't know.
considered bridges, actually.
Yeah,
Are they really?
Yeah,
well, according to the,
I think they have to be a certain diameter or something, don't they, Eric? Or it's not all
I think if there's a
culverts.
pipe under the road, it's considered a bridge, as far as I know.
Yeah, because to me because he said there was 200 bridges.
Oh, that'd be.
That was one of the commissioners that said that.
Let's see, that could be a major. I mean, if we had to replace a bridge. I mean,
And we will, because Mick took me on a tour and the one on Old State.
Yep.
Is not in good shape.
How many other big culverts do we have that are not in good shape in the town, or culverts, period?
Of course, with the amount of traffic coming through here, I'm okay to just take it out and close the road.
and that's another conversation.
Should be a toll free.
So I'll have Mick look into that, I guess, see what, I mean, is a culvert indeed considered a
There's a
bridge?
little hut down there for it.
If so,
I don't know, that one,
It comes from the gas tax is what
It is an interesting question.
what I just looked up.
Hey, here.
culverts.
Oh, hell.
Maintenance comments. Thanks, Aaron, by the way.
Resident.
What'd I say?
Maintenance.
Is that right? Don't pay no attention to me. Residents.
Are we just stored up good on salt and brine?
We're good.
Are we what?
We got plenty.
Oh, yeah.
Salt and brine.
Yeah. Anybody else? We're good, all right. We'll move on to old business. First one here, Trust Indiana investment update.
yes, it's doing very well. We put 1.1 million in Trust Indiana. Trust Indiana is the only state-approved municipal program for investments. So it runs very well with our software. It's already set up, to run like that. And since we invested, we have already earned $3,677, and that was just in a little under 2 months.
Really? That's what, last time I heard it, what, 4.5 or something like that?
Really good.
Yeah. A lot better road than National, huh?
Yes, yeah.
I'm on camera.
But
Hope so.
to be fair, I did go to Old National and see if they had anything comparable, and they didn't.
Oh,
Yeah. We do love Old National.
All right, Evansville Water and Sewer Utility and Mag Meter Reading Update. I contacted, well, I sent an email and called Chrome, and they haven't responded yet, and I don't know if Evansville Water maybe had gotten to them, because they were always very responsive before. I've sent the calibration reports that we've received from Evansville Water and Sewer Utility to them to see what they say, and I haven't gotten any response yet. But I will keep on them and see what I can come up with.
Of course, you're gonna run into the holiday problem too, right?
Right.
That's gonna slow things down.
Yes. But that's all I know to do at this point, to get Chrome behind us and see if I can get a service tech out here from Chrome, and what they would charge us, or whether they would even calibrate that meter for us, because we don't own the meter. So I'm looking into all those aspects and see. That's all I got on that. Auction of the new old Mahindra tractor update.
Waiting on the check.
Waiting on check, yeah.
That's it, yeah. And then it'll be complete.
Moving on to on the spot utility location damage update.
So the lawsuit was filed November 25th. It looks like there's a hearing set for January 2nd, although those hearings are procedural. In fact, a lot of times they don't occur if both sides get together on basically it's to set the schedule, right? A briefing and all that kind of stuff. So that'll be set January 2nd, if not sooner. But the suit has been filed.
Contract with an engineering firm. Yes, we've talked to, we've kind of decided on an engineering firm to represent us. It's 3i Design. And we've had a meeting with them, and we've got some good ideas as far as moving forward with them. I know everybody's probably heard about Evansville Water and Sewer Utility plans to shut down their dump stations. And that's been postponed now till July, I believe. So we've got a little time to decide what we kind of talked about putting our own dump station in. But we've got a 6-inch line in 2 different spots in the town that we could put our own dump station in and possibly turn it into a profit center. We've talked to TSF, and they're in agreement to helping us put the stations in, unless they come up with a better idea of putting their own in. But we've got the 6-inch line, and we got to run into the mag meter.
So with the new agreement with 3i Design, is there a perk for the fire department to get free jackets out of that?
I don't know. I don't know.
So in my day job, I happen to be.
No, I'm just kidding.
Difficult, huh? That was a tough one. So yes, so we are, like I said, we've got the rate schedule from 3i Design, and they've got some great ideas as far as us being able to double check our mag meters. Possibility of putting our own meters upstream from the mag meters.
Oh, that would be nice.
Yes, so we can double check the mag meter readings each and every month. So if they're off 500,000 gallons.
Well, that's a great solution if you can pull that off.
Yeah. So we will
relatively
be,
cheaply.
yeah, so we'll be working with them as far as bringing that idea to fruition, I guess.
Yeah.
So, and some other ideas we got as well. So they're going to do a great job for us, I'm sure. Contract with financial firm. We've actually talked to 2 financial firms. I'm not in favor of continuing with Reedy, since they advise us it's a conflict of interest, kind of basically guiding us through this mandate, which they said we shouldn't be part of initially. And now they're kind of backpedaling and saying it's a conflict of interest because they work with Evansville Water and Sewer Utility. We've talked to two different companies, and one was recommended by our township trustee, and the other was recommended by the state of Indiana, Clint. And we haven't, we got some more discussion to go on that yet, but I think that's what we got to do, is replace Reedy and or Baker Tilly. So that is very much in the works, and will be resolved hopefully here soon. Questions, anything? Nope. MOU for township sharing local roads and street distributions. I think you was gonna make a phone call last month.
Yes. We played phone tag. I will make that. I'll get that.
Is that something all cities and towns are having to do this year? Is this a new thing?
I mean, it's, yeah, for the most part, yeah.
I had never heard of this before, and it was new to me.
Oh, yeah,
I didn't really understand.
I had to look up, see what MOU meant.
I did too.
Mutual understanding, right?
Memorandum for understanding,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I still don't understand.
Yeah.
So, okay, so we'll wait for that then. New business, payroll ordinance for 2026. I think Mallory gave us a copy of the salary ordinance again, I think, guys, of the current one. I'm sure this is going to involve some discussion. Everybody got this copy? Currently, I mean, I know Social Security is given a 2.8% increase for next year. I've done some dabbling on the internet, and found anywhere from some given 7 to 9%, some given 3 to 5% increases. I mean, it's all over the place. So, anybody got any ideas as far as our opinions as to what we should offer?
I think we should leave it the same. I appreciate everybody. I think they're doing a good job. The thing is we weren't paying people what they should have been, and that's been remedied. We got the benefits. We were very generous with people. And I said at that time, this is going to be it for a little bit. And so I think we should sit this out, and we should reevaluate with the next go around, and not just perpetually going to 5, 10, 25% every time. I mean, it's taxpayer money, and I think it's fair and good where it is right now, but I am one opinion, so.
You know, that's a slap in the face. I mean, they've been doing a good job. I mean, when I was working, every year I got a percentage increase if I did a good job. If I didn't get that, I would just assume, boy,
We did a big increase last year.
We did.
That if we hadn't had that, then I'd be all for it, but it was a lot of money. So.
Discussion, anybody else?
You mentioned the Social Security. What's the Social Security thing there?
2.8% cost of living increase.
Is that 8 or 5?
2.8.
I thought it was 2.5. I may be wrong.
3/10. I don't know what you're gonna do with all that money, Jim. But then the insurance is increasing though. So, I mean, I was honestly thinking 3%, but you know, that's my opinion.
3% would be beyond the Social Security number.
Mm-hmm. Ray, he's
He made some good points, you know.
right?
It's okay to disagree. I'm not trying to.
No,
That's why you're here.
For discussion. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what it's about.
it won't hurt my feelings, but that's, my job is to be responsible with the money, and I think, heaven forbid, if we have a staff problem, I think people could be replaced for what they're being paid. And,
True.
and that's kind of the judgment. So, everything's going crazy, and it's just like every year it's up, 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 up. And at some point, we gotta draw that line with these funding things. We could be coming up on some hard times here. We don't know yet.
Right,
So,
right. So you gonna make a motion of that?
I'll let you guys do, I mean, whatever you're gonna do, right?
Mallory, do you have, what percentage of our expenditures is payroll? And I know it comes out of both the town and the sewer.
No, off the top of my head, no. It's not near as much as we give Evansville sewer.
Your opinion is?
Ray has a very good point.
Mhm.
But I would be in favor of making sure we take care of our people, assuming everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing, and I think they are. I know there is, and I forget what this is called. Mallory, you have to help me on this. It's something with the state where they're cutting out a bunch of our funding.
Oh, the SEA one,
Okay, yes.
State and Road Act.
So that's gonna play a major factor, so we have to kind of watch.
We're gonna make up for it with Trust Indiana interest.
Hopefully. The problem with the sewer system, that's gonna go on for some time. Best thing we can do is try to find I&I, and I think we've got a lot of I&I. I'm leaning towards some type of a payroll increase, but I don't know the percentage that I'm thinking.
Crystal, what's your feelings?
You know, you always said you got a raise every year at your job.
Mhm.
We didn't at the hospital, you
Didn't
know.
Mhm.
So sometimes we'd go a while,
Mhm.
but, you know, I mean, Ray has a very good point. We do have great staff and workers, I mean, but with all the funding kind of changing with the state and federal, I don't know, you know.
Mallory, is the funding there to support an increase?
We put it in every year for council officials and employees, in case you wanna raise council too, which hasn't been raised in a while.
My honest opinion, I don't think council needs to go up.
Well, you've heard my opinion. I think we should go with the 3. And, I'll make a motion that we increase the salary by 3%.
I'll bring in money with it too. I'm at
We have a second. I'd say we don't have a second.
I think the next step is for somebody else to make a motion.
Yep.
I'd make a motion to leave everything, the current pay rates as they are.
A second.
We have a motion, we have a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say nay.
I abstain from that.
Beg pardon?
I abstain from that vote.
You abstaining? I'm gonna vote nay.
We don't have a majority.
Mhm.
Does it do, there's two.
So it stays the same then, right?
Well, you have to adopt it, so you'd have to vote in favor of adopting it. Now, if there is no ordinance passed, technically the prior one stays. That doesn't automatically mean, it just means the other one continues on unless you guys want to, I don't know if there is a majority compromise, it's possible, but yeah, that's effectively what happens. It does stay the same. The same thing if you guys don't adopt the new budget, same thing,
Mhm.
prior year's budget. So,
So you're saying it stays the same if we can't reach majority? Is that what you're saying?
yeah.
Any more discussions, guys? I mean, you know, it's, we've got a great crew. But like Crystal said, you know,
But I hope we have made some very positive changes with them. And, our short time that we've been on the council. Because they've had some ups and downs for a long time. But I do think we're going in the right direction, but, we are here to be responsible to our residents and our taxpayers.
right? No, that's a good point. I mean, I think we should have more money, but I would turn that down.
Oh.
I'm gonna turn that down, you know,
We don't need more money.
we don't want any more money.
Now, there's a difference with Nick and Aaron, they can get a lot of overtime.
Overtime's kind of dwindling because of our sewer system's in better shape than what it's ever been.
Where in Mallory's
Do you agree,
case,
Aaron?
she's salaried.
I hardly work any overtime. I
Right.
hardly get calls, but I have to come in on weekends.
I think Nick had like 158 hours this year. I had it written down in case y'all asked. Yeah, and Aaron he had maybe half that much or less. I actually have it if you want.
And before, I know it's a lot more than that. I mean, weekends and everything else before.
Yes, Aaron had 62 hours overtime, Nick had 158 hours overtime, just so far this year.
That's not a whole lot. So what are you saying, guys? We're leaving it the same. We're not going to make any changes. We're just gonna let it carry over.
I think that's a good idea at this point in time.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Is there a possibility that if we have some extra money at the end of the year, we could give them a bonus next year if there was any money in budget for it?
Well, the
They already.
maintenance guys are eligible for
Employees get a
bonuses
bonus.
in April.
Yeah. Elected
Alright.
officials aren't, but
And Mallory would not be because she is exempt. Or is it non-exempt?
same as you.
No.
Same, all 5 of us are the same.
Okay, we're all sitting here thinking we need to do something.
Where's my turkey?
We did, we voted.
Yeah, I guess, and Eric, you abstained because you're not sure what you want to do, is that what that was for?
And I voted no.
Okay.
We got 2
Yeah,
yeas.
but I think that just means it continue, the prior salary continues.
Okay, so then, salary carries over to 2025.
Yeah.
Well, you still need to sign the ordinance though, right?
Yes, we need to do that.
I had it blank because I don't know what y'all
Yeah,
are gonna say,
make
but
sure
now
it stays the same.
I'll just fill in the same things. It's on the last page. Because each ordinance just has the new pay dates.
While we're signing that, the last thing on new business is the CCMG award and notice to bidders.
Yes, Nick wrote all that up. I think everyone agreed it looked good, unless you guys want any changes. Otherwise, we need to go ahead and get it published, if everyone
Yes,
agrees that you like it. I think Josh even approved it.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the next step to get that published?
So, yeah, I can go ahead and contact the
Can you?
paper now
Okay.
and get it published.
And what's the timeline on that, as far as how much time do they have to put in bids?
They're going to bring them to you at this next public meeting, and
Okay,
they cannot be opened until the meeting starts.
okay,
And then you have to physically open every envelope and read aloud all the bids.
okay,
So, and a lot of times the contractors, just stay here for the meeting to see who wins.
okay.
Usually maybe 2 or 3 show
So
up.
basically, they've got a month to submit their bids?
Yeah.
Okay,
So they should have plenty of time to get it together,
okay.
get it submitted.
All right, so that's in motion, we're good with that. Attorney comments?
I think other than, what we've talked about, I wanted to update you on the spot, and obviously you guys are tracking down some
Yes.
engineering counting stuff, so I don't
Yes.
think I have much beyond that at this point.
Okay, all right. Board members? Crystal?
I don't have anything else.
Nothing? All right, nothing. Eric, nothing?
No.
I have nothing.
I-
Oh, I'm sorry, you're out of line.
I know.
What do you got?
What about the smell from Azteca? Has anybody?
I called.
I don't know if anybody, it's me, that's all we can do. I mean, we've been smelling that for what, 2-3 weeks?
Been, well, years, remember? We've
Well, yeah, but it got
Overall,
better,
yeah.
but it's been pretty solid now for like 2 or 3 weeks. I'd say 3 weeks. And I didn't know if is there anything, and maybe our attorney could tell us, I mean, is there anything what we can do about that?
We contact the EPA.
IDM,
Yes, maybe I
IDM.
did.
IDM would be better.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did, maybe, yeah.
they got a wastewater plant over there, so they have to.
Yeah.
Enforce it in.
I don't know, I can.
They have open lagoons is, what the smell is real bad.
Right.
I get the EPA emails constantly when they are putting up new smokestacks and stuff. So I've got contact information for them, but
Did you get any?
why not, let's go ahead and contact all of them.
I mean, they didn't,
EPA,
yeah, I mean, it's been bad.
what'd you say, the health department?
I called the health department.
So did I, yeah.
Would they tell you?
Nothing.
They check into it.
Nothing. That's what they call it, nothing. I
Wasting
did,
a
maybe
dime.
I did. I mean, we got that local guy that lives in, McCutcheonville, I think.
Jeremy,
That Jeremy, I forget what his last name is, but he's the one that come down here and slapped us around a little bit, but,
I mean, people like over in McCutcheonville, I mean, are on the east side of the highway have been complaining, and, I mean, of course, us south, I mean, all areas west of them, I mean, just depends on which way the wind blows, is a lot of it.
oh,
but
yeah.
It's
No, it
been
does
pretty
smell bad.
nasty. I mean, it's one thing if you smell it maybe a night or two, but when it's consistent for 3 weeks, that's a little bit much.
I'll try to get a hold of IDM. I mean, I know I'll get a hold of them, but it's what they'll be able to do. Or maybe they can tell us who to get a hold of.
Yeah. And if residents need to make a call or something, I mean, they put the word out,
If you get a number or something, let us know.
yeah.
That 4-H center is worse too, it's never been.
Well, it is, I think, the Evansville Water and Sewer Utilities attorney suggested that it might be the dump station there on the 4-H
And a
grounds.
broken line is what he also cited too.
Well, there was a broken line on Martin's and Blue Mill New So that had to add to it, but then I don't know if it's still bad, we're down to that pump station on the 4-H center, not pump station, but a pump out basically for their campers.
But you usually smell it at the railroad tracks. You don't
Yeah,
smell it.
Well,
You don't
that's
smell
the
it.
magmeter.
You don't
yeah.
smell it at the campground, you smell that at, at the railroad
Right,
track.
and that's been going on for years.
And that's two different things too, so,
I know
yeah,
Aaron
whoever
used to
you get
seal
ahold of.
that manhole cover, and it'd be good until they come out and check the pump, and then they wouldn't seal it again, and then it'd be right back to doing the same thing. I don't know, I gotta call IDM anyway, I'll check and see if they got
Okay,
any
thank
suggestions
you.
for that,
Yeah,
I mean,
thanks.
I don't have anything other than that. So, I'll do that and see if we can have them tell us what to do in both cases.
Great.
Ray, you got anything?
No, sir.
Well, you did.
Okay,
Happy with it?
I will entertain a motion to close.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed say nay. Motion carries. We're done. No, we've been like a half hour. Yeah.
Dang, now I know it gets better. Was an hour. We're doing hacienda or- One girl's okay.